Nick Saban and Alabama make a big addition from the transfer portal. Plus, we're going to give our early thoughts on the Kansas State game in the Allstate Sugar Bowl on this episode of Tide Talk Live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back into another episode of Tide Talk Live. Stacey Blackwood here, diving into the recent addition from the transfer portal and CJ Dippre, the tight end out of Maryland, and also some quick thoughts on the Sugar Bowl matchup with the Kansas State Wildcats. But as always, y'all know the drill. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of Tide Talk Live. And then jump in the comment section and answer today's question. Will Alabama cover that 6.5-point spread over Kansas State on Saturday in the Allstate Sugar Bowl matchup with the Wildcats? We're looking forward to that. Cannot wait for that game on New Year's Eve. Can't wait to dissect it more later on this week with Jake when he comes back. He's a little under the weather, so I'm riding solo today. All right, let's just take a quick look first at CJ Dippre, the tight end transfer from Maryland that Alabama picked up earlier on Tuesday. A big-time get for Alabama, really because it's a position of need. He had stats similar this year to what Cameron Latou had, and Cameron Latou will be moving on to the NFL. So getting Dippre is a big get for Alabama. It builds depth. Of course, Robbie Oates will be back. Miles Kitselman will be back. Amari Niblack will be back next season. So now there's some really good depth in the tight end room. And Dippre is a guy who's going to come in and kind of fill those shoes of Cameron Latou. And now you kind of pair him with either Robbie Oates or Amari Niblack and even Miles Kitselman. We have some really good blockers and some really good pass catchers in that tight end room. And I really think you're going to be pleased with how that room looks in the spring and next fall for the Crimson Tide. So adding Dippre is a really big get for Alabama via the transfer portal. Of course, they also brought in Ty Lockwood, part of the signing class here last week. So another guy that'll be on the depth chart for the Crimson Tide, maybe going to be redshirting to kind of build that body and get college ready, for the next level. But a guy that Alabama is really excited about, on down the road. But getting Dippre now from the portal, I think he had about 30 catches for Maryland last season. Of course, he had a really big highlight against Ohio State where he hurled a defender a la Najee Harris. So he's athletic enough. He's not going to wow you like maybe an O.J. Howard or an Irv Smith did with his athleticism, but he's going to get the job done for Alabama there at tight end. So excited to have him on board. All right, real quick, I want to tell you about BetUS. If you look at the description below, follow the link that has our Tide Talk Live on there. If you follow that link, sign up today on BetUS. When you make that first deposit, you will receive a 125% deposit or bonus on that deposit. So if you put in $100, they're going to give you an extra $125. So it's free money. So follow that link below in the description and sign up today. All right, real quick, let's just talk a little bit about some early thoughts around the Sugar Bowl matchup with Kansas State. Obviously, the team is now in New Orleans. They landed on Monday. They're beginning practice there in New Orleans in the Big Easy. So a lot to be excited about there. There was some clips today from practice where Jalen Milroe caught a pass from it looked like Ty Simpson. Not really sure what that's about. Probably nothing. But a lot to be excited about because the team, with Bryce Young and Will Anderson, returning for this game, and other guys like Jordan Battle, Brian Branch, DeMarco Helms, Henry To'oTo'o, DJ Dell, all those upperclassmen that could have opted out and gotten ready for the NFL draft. Now that they're playing, this is a totally different game than what it looked like initially when we first found out that Alabama was not in the playoff and would be playing Kansas State in a New Year's Six game. So it looks different. It feels different. And I'm really excited about this matchup with Kansas State. I think this is one of the best games, regardless if it's a playoff matchup or not. It's one of the best games of the entire bowl season. And I'm really looking forward to the physicality that I think is going to be on display Saturday morning at 11 o'clock when Alabama takes on Kansas State. And I'm excited about it. I cannot wait to see, how this team kind of looks, considering that, the disappointment is there from not making the playoff, with all the expectations, preseason number one, returning Bryce Young, the Heisman Trophy winner, returning Will Anderson, the best defensive player in college football. But you get the two losses, on the last plays of the game to Tennessee and to LSU, and you just miss out on the playoff. But now this team has something to prove. Will Anderson, Bryce Young, all those guys have something to prove, and I'm excited to see them come out and see what kind of mindset they have as the game rolls around on Saturday. But But that's going to wrap this episode up. Like I said, follow the link in the description below. Sign up today on BetUS, and when you make that first deposit, you will receive a 125% deposit or bonus on that deposit. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe today. If you're not already, make sure you jump in the comment section and answer our question. Will Alabama cover that 6.5-point spread on Saturday against Kansas State? Y for yes or N for no. And as always, feel free to expand on your answer. But for Stacey Blackwood, this has been Tide Talk Live. And until next time, roll Tide.